and welcome back to my channel. If you're not already and you'd like to be, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up to let me know you'd like to see more just like them. Okay, today is a story time video, and today I'm going to talk about my reincarnated cat. Yes, I said my reincarnated cat. Now, how do I know my cat's reincarnated? Just sit right back and I'll tell you a true tea story. Okay, well, the current house that we currently live at now, which everyone sees on Instagram and everything else I currently post, is an old Victorian house. And underneath the front of the old Victorian house is this porch, and underneath that is like this crawl space. So, we haven't had a cat in a really long time. We do have two really huge dogs, and my daughter has a rabbit. But we haven't had a cat for a really long time because when my kids were little, they were allergic. And the cats we did have, we had to get rid of because they were making my son have to be on all these different sinus medications all the time. So, we didn't get a cat for, since then, since he was, little. So, more than 10 years ago. Well, one day we went to Walmart, and when we got home, there was this cute little yellow tabby cat on the porch. It couldn't have been no more than probably 8 weeks old. So somewhere there was a litter of cats, and this one had come from that litter and snuck under the crawl space. So I saw it one day when we got home, and I thought, oh, how sweet. And so for about 2 weeks straight, we named the cat Rue. And for about 2 weeks straight, I was giving it milk, I was giving it kitten food, we was doing everything for this little kitten. And we were going to take it to the vet, we were going to make it ours, this was going to be our cat. Well, one day I couldn't find it. I went outside and I looked everywhere, I couldn't find it anywhere. And so as we searched, I finally found it under the next door neighbor's porch. And it was dying. And I didn't know what was wrong with it. It was really, really sick. And so I put it in a blanket and I brought it in the house and I put it in our bathroom. And we called the vet. And the vet said there's this thing that cats are getting called lupus. So I didn't know what to do. I was so scared that I knew this little cat was going to die. So I hurry up and I Facebook my friend Chrissy. And I'm like, oh my God, Chrissy, what do I do? This cat's going to die. And I'm all over the place. I'm going crazy. And she's like, give it this and do this. And we were trying desperately to save this cat's life. But with this lupus disease that was going around, the animals were basically dying. And there was nothing you could do for them. There was no cure. There was nothing you could do for this lupus that was going around that was killing all these cats. And animal control wouldn't come help. Nobody would come help because it was just contagious and nobody wanted anything to do with it. So anyway, we ended up getting some medicine and doing everything we could for it, and it ended up passing away anyway. Well, right after it passed, and understand this, I see cats, dogs, animals, all kind of deceased animals in the spirit world. Some people say, oh, cats, whatever. So I've seen them my whole life, so I know they do. So when this particular cat passed, its spirit came right up to me and stayed with me. Everywhere I went, this cat was with me, on my leg, everywhere. So I was like, oh my God, how can I get this cat back? I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. I was like, what can I do? I got to get this cat. I wanted this cat back. So I looked everywhere for a cat identical to the cat I had. Now, this is where you're going to think I'm crazy and I don't care. But I finally found a cat that looked pretty much similar to the cat that was on the porch, the stray cat. I got that cat and I brought that cat home and I asked the other cat spirit to please enter that cat. And I watched it physically go from a spirit into the cat. It was like a walk-in. You know how some humans and beings talk about being walk-ins? This cat was a walk-in. I had never seen nothing like it before. I didn't even know it was possible. A lot of you are going to say, yeah, T, we knew that. A lot of spiritual people are going to say, girl, that ain't nothing new. But me, I had never seen it. I didn't know it was possible. I didn't know you could do it. I didn't know the cat could do it. It's the same cat. It's the same mannerisms. He does the same stuff. He does the same stuff he did before, and it was crazy. So now we have a reincarnated cat, and it's named Rue again. We named it Rue again. So seeing that happen kind of put me off in a whole direction of you know, animals and spirits. Because, okay, don't get me wrong, my whole life I have dealt with ghosts and spirits and this other realm and animals, and we could be here all day if I went into my life as a psychic and as a medium. But the one thing that I didn't know is that that was possible. Now, a lot of people on here are going to say, girl, you crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. That is not possible. And you know, I had never seen it up to that point. And I basically just took a chance to see if it was possible and if it could happen. And it did. And I don't care what nobody says. My cat is a reincarnated cat of a cat that we had that was a stray that died. So that is the honest to goodness truth. And I'm going to put his picture right here so you can see him. And yeah, that is my reincarnated cat story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.